Hello, welcome to Trees Crafts and More. My name's Teresa, and today we're going to make homemade zucchini bread. So let's get started. Okay, so you saw what size zucchinis I picked. One was not large, I don't know, it was a pretty good size. And then one was a little bit smaller. I've chopped off the ends, cut them in half just so it'll be easier to deal with and they won't roll around on me. And you could get them from the store. You could get maybe 5 normal size zucchinis for the same thing. And now I'm going to take my potato peeler and I am going to peel all the skin off of the zucchinis. I'm going to go all the way around. I'm going to do that to all of them. And then meanwhile, I have greased and floured 2 8.5 by 4.5 loaf pans, bread loaf pans. And I'll put those aside. And I preheated my oven to 350 degrees. And I am checking, make sure, 350. And I'm going to, after I take the skins off of these, I'm going to use a food processor with the cheese grater attachment, and I'm going to push all these through and grate all my zucchini. And if you don't have a food processor, you could take just a normal handheld cheese grater and sit there and do that. It'll take longer that way, but you know, not everybody has a food processor. So I'm going to go ahead and get started on that. Now we want to have enough shredded zucchini that equals 2 cups. And what you need to do is take clean hands, take your shredded zucchini little amounts at a time, pretty much just squeeze the liquid out of it. Or you could squeeze it through a colander, which, either way, I just take my hands and do it. And you'll probably end up with some leftover. Just put it in a Tupperware container or a Ziploc bag in the refrigerator, and it'll keep about 4 days in the refrigerator like that. And you could make other things with it, like fried zucchini patties. There's tons of recipes online for that. But you want to make sure you get the liquid out. So I'm kind of re-going over it here. And yes, this is messy. But the better the liquid out, that it makes sense. The more liquid out, the better. Alright, let me see what I got right there. I've already gotten some done. So we're going to go back up to about 2 cups here. And if it's a little over, that's okay. Pack it down a little bit. So there we go. And that's the most messiest step of the whole thing. I'm going to come back and clean this all up later so I can continue on with the recipe. And my hand is too messy to turn the camera off. Okay, now I've got a big bowl. And then I've got a smaller bowl for the dry ingredients. And in this bowl, I'm going to beat 3 eggs that I had at room temperature for just a little bit. And I'm going to beat that along with, let me see here, 1 3/4 cup of sugar. And it really helps making a recipe, and I'm sure most of you know this, it helps to have everything just measured out beforehand. So you're not sitting there scrambling around looking for things, measuring things. It's all just done all at once. So we're going to mix together the 3 eggs, go 1 3/4 cup of sugar, and then I've got 1 cup of oil. I'm using canola oil for this. You can also use vegetable oil. So, get these out of the way. And we're just going to beat this together until it's mixed on medium speed. Let me show you how that looks. And now I'm going to add 2 teaspoons of vanilla to this, and just make sure it's incorporated into it. And then we're going to mix together the dry ingredients in another bowl. The vanilla I actually made this, so I'll try doing a video on how to make homemade vanilla, because it's a lot cheaper, it comes out a lot stronger, and I don't know your opinion, my opinion though, the vanillas in the store have just gotten really weak and don't have much of a vanilla to them. So anyway, this is a really good recipe for it, and I'm going to see if I can try to do a video on that. So now we're going to do the dry ingredients. And we're going to start off with 2 cups of flour. And 1 teaspoon of salt. And we've got, let me see here, 1/4 teaspoon of baking powder. Two teaspoons of baking soda. And then we have 2 teaspoons of cinnamon. I'm going to whisk this together. I just have to say, it's very hot in my house right now. I don't know if the fans are interfering in the sound on the video or not, but it's very hot outside here, and I think tomorrow's even going to be hotter. And we just have really hot summers where I'm at. And it's very miserable. So now we're going to add the dry into the liquid. Get that out of the way. And we're just going to mix it until it's incorporated, mixed up. And scrape the sides. Mix it a little more. It's going to have a very kind of gooey-ness to it. And now, that's my hands off. We're going to add the zucchini. I think that people, they don't hibernate where I live at for the winter. They, I think they hibernate more for the summer. They just want to stay inside and hide from the heat. But my house is hot anyway, so it doesn't really help. But let me stir this up. We mixed up the zucchini, and that's what it looks like right now. So we're going to pour it into our bread pans. And divide it up evenly. Just kind of eyeball it. Now we're going to bake this again, and I set a 350 oven, 55 to 60 minutes until like a toothpick comes out clean with no crumbs on it. You could try checking it after 55 minutes, and if it's not done, then put it back in. Cool 10 minutes in the pan before removing them to the wire rack to cool the rest of the way. Okay, now we're going to remove them from the pans and let it cool the rest of the way. And there you have the zucchini bread. I hope you liked my video. Thank you for watching. Please give it a thumbs up and subscribe. Alright, sit, easy, 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 good girls. You like that zucchini bread?